I'm the owner of April's K911 Academy and instructor, okay? I have my associates in equine science. Thought I was going to train horses all my life, and then I found out I couldn't find a job in cruises, so with 2 degrees. I got my bachelor's in animal science, so I started working for area pet store. I've had dogs all my life. I had my very own dog when I was 9. He was sitting heel at his side at 6 weeks old. So I had a very good relationship with dogs. I also own the 2004 New Mexico Lottery mascot, Lady Fire. And I was also Dachshund Rescue Vice President for 2 years, and I fostered over 100 dachshunds, and people throw them away. They pay $800 for a dog at one of the puppy meal, and then they don't know how to potty train them or teach them, and they throw them away. So that's part of the reason why I do this, is because these dogs that are aggressive and submissive, I'm not going to leave them out either. I've learned from some of my students that the submissive ones may not be a danger or a liability. It's okay. She just stood up and she just went, ah! I've dedicated the last 18 years of my life into understanding and rehabilitating these aggressive dogs, okay, and the shy ones as quickly as possible to prevent bites and deaths from people, dogs, and other dogs. I know there's dogs that have attacked other dogs and stuff. Okay, now I want to introduce Sergeant Pepper. He's the big Roddy there. He was given to me 5 years ago because he bit 3 people, and he was going to be put down. He now has to be tied because he is the people's pup. He loves people. He was scared of them. He loves kids. And this is what I'm going to teach you today, is how to raise your dog's confidence and change that behavior, okay? Ranger, he's a little one. He's supposed to be a service dog, okay? My other service dog passed away, so I'm going to use him for a service dog. He does not have the bloodlines to be a service dog, and you need to have him calm and gentle and not feel your all's energy, okay? Because part of this training is getting you guys calm so your dogs are calm, okay? So I take him to different places. He's afraid of the wind blowing, okay? He's a big scaredy dog. Didn't realize how fearful he was until I started working with him, which is part of what you guys are going to learn in these classes. You have to have your dog's trust. Okay, and I'm going to teach you guys today how to have that trust of your dogs. Tell me what issues you got and what you want to learn.
This is Chief, and my issue is walking and seeing other dogs.
Okay, and I don't know if you guys saw, he was very anxious earlier. So is that just a walking issue? No, this is telling us that he has fear and anxiety inside of him. So that's why I say, if you have one issue with your dog, it's usually not just a one-issue thing. It's the whole thing. Okay.
This is Sugar. Sugar had some bad experiences before we got her, and she's afraid of people. And there's certain people she's very much afraid of, like what they look like.
So she could have a memory, okay? And she is a healer, okay? So they have a habit of biting. And what about that one sleeping in your arms?
This is a little bitty new puppy, Skylar. And so, we're just trying to teach her all the right things. We haven't had a puppy in a while.
See, and one of the things, you guys, this is a new puppy. Any new dog that you get, whether it's a puppy or not, what's really important is boundaries. Boundaries and rules. They're teaching her boundaries and rules, and she's calming down. You have to follow through with them, because they learn if you don't follow through, I can do whatever I want, and that makes them not have security in you as a pack leader.
When he was little, he had a couple of cattle dogs get in his face and scare him, and now he's got some fear of dogs.
A couple days ago, he hit my brother in the face.
And what was the instance that he bit your brother?
My little brother was taking him out of the trash. He was like, hey, no, get out of the trash. And then he wasn't listening. He tried pulling him. And then
He didn't like the pull. And what was his consequence? Repeat their behaviors based on the consequences of what they did. If they get up on the counter and eat your turkey, okay, and you come in there, bad dog, shame on you, can't believe you did that, get outside. Okay, that turkey was really good, and what was their consequence? Blah, 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 go outside and play. So next time you have a turkey on there, are they gonna get up on that counter again? Oh yeah, guys, it was cooked and fresh and hot and spiced. Okay, so we need to make sure there's a consequence. You guys, sometimes it only takes one time. You don't teach that dog that that's not acceptable in a way that they understand, then they will do it again or it'll get worse. They're testing their boundaries. They're kids.
This is Tokyo. She's scared of other dogs, so she'll try to bite.
Did she try to bite you? Yeah. I seen her trying to bite you. She takes it out on you. And that's fear. So do you have one of these? Buy you a couple of them. Put them wherever you can and try to use them and let her know that's not acceptable. That little and as soon as she quits, you saw how quickly she conformed. Okay, she did really good. She looks innocent, doesn't she? Tokyo, good girl. Okay, let's see how she does with people too. She does pretty good with people. I'm here to lower and hopefully eliminate the 1,000 dog bites that we get every year that are reported. A majority of them are with their owners. You guys, that's not acceptable. If your dog who trusts you the most is biting you, then there's a big issue there. Now, if we had this cute little thing over here biting people, they're probably not going to put her to sleep. But mom's going to keep her home, never take her out, never have people over, and she's not going to grow. These dogs are living with fear. So, FYI, we need this everywhere. This is invaluable, this information. Everyone that has contact with a dog is a dog trainer. But what I'm trying to teach people by showing this in videos, it's also on my Facebook page, April's K911 Academy, is that if I take my dog that tells me my blood sugar, good girl, is low, and I go into public and I see another service dog, my dog sees another service dog, and he's scared, he's gonna go in fight or flight mode. So your dog needs to be 100% social. I have a client in Arizona that comes here just to socialize their dog and go through classes. I love grumpy dogs. I really do, and the shy ones too, okay? Because they're scared. When they're barking and coming at me with their teeth and everybody goes, oh my God, aren't you scared? And I'm going, oh, the poor guy, he's so scared. Because I know that's where it manifests from. And also remember, you know, if it's his genetics too, because those dogs that have that good genetics, they get attacked, they just kind of shake it off and go on, and they don't go, oh, you look like that dog. Okay. The last 30 years of breeding has given those dogs those lower tolerances life. He looks beautiful, but he's here for a reason. So he couldn't be, you know, technically a service dog. Every dog in here. This is genetics, guys. We see they're beautiful, they got great conformation, you know, and they get along with their family. But take them to the farmer's market and tell me how they react. How do we change that behavior? We got to increase their self-esteem. We got to establish pack leadership for the whole family, all humans. Because if you're nervous when we get ready to do meet and greet, I've gone up to a lady, and when I got about this far away, I could feel the energy off of her this far. And I was like, you need to breathe, because you're going to get me bit. Because your dog's feeling that energy, okay, and he blames it on me. And this is for prevention, okay? I work with very aggressive dogs, but I very rarely have an issue happen. Why? Because I prevent it by watching their language and their energy. Correct them, because they're testing that boundary. Are you going to let them get away with it? And establish the smallest boundaries. I cannot say that enough. Boundaries are so important. Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Now what I'm doing with these dogs, when they bark and cry, I'm teaching, good, good girl, good girl, good girl. Do you guys notice she gets quieter when you tell her good girl when she's quiet? Okay? You guys, these are all of these dogs need to know boundaries in everything, which means you have to tell them what's not acceptable in a way that they understand, and then what is acceptable. You have to do what is acceptable. You have to encourage that, because if you do not, you tell them no, 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 bad, 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 guess what? They don't want to do anything, okay? So make sure you throw that positive in there, and they learn faster, okay? So what they were all learning was the house rules that they cannot make a bunch of noise in class. Why? How many people in here free feed their dog? Put it out, let them come get it whenever they want. How many people do that? Good job. That's because she talked to me. Okay. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. I cannot emphasize this enough. Do not free feed them. Why? Because you're pack leader. The wolves eat first because they have to stay strong. Okay? When they're done eating, they look at the other one and say, okay, you can have what's left. They're in control of not only the food, They tell them when to eat, when to play, when to fight, when to hunt, everything. So it's really important that you guys show them. I don't care if you feed them 10 times a day. Put that food down, what they don't eat, pick up in 10 minutes. That shows that you're a pack leader. Okay. I have experience, I know this works because I want to help the dog too. But if you're not going to follow through, then it's not going to help your dog. Enforce your dog's entry, okay? Don't let them just rush to the door. I had 8 dogs, guys. They sat there and they waited. And I called them out one at a time. Mastiff, pitties, dachshunds, okay? So you make them wait and you can call them out one at a time. This establishes you as pack leader, okay? These ones really shows the dogs that you're pack leader, okay? Teach them self-control. And always let them know that you are a pack leader, you're gonna protect them. People get mad at you, say, hey, you know, your dog you go to the dog park, take this. If they get in your dog's face, squirt them off. They go, oh, I don't like your dog doing that. I say, look, my dog's learning how to get along with other dogs, and you don't like it if I come up right in your face, right? That's rude, okay? So teach your dog self-control. Always, always reward that wanted behavior, guys. So if there's a dog going by and your dog's carrying on, correct them. That dog's not gonna come over and eat your dog. And if he does, you take your squirt bottle and you squirt them, okay? Or walk with an air horn. I have a couple right there, okay? There's a big one and a little one. Get the little one, take the nozzle off the big one because it's louder, okay? And put it on the small one. So what behaviors do you guys look for? Dogging is, you can look at somebody, but dogging is like this, okay? It's this much difference. Okay? It's just that a lot of times you'll see the other body language, they'll get stiff, okay? That's dogging though, when they look directly at you. That's like me going, I'm gonna kick your butt. Okay, that's rude. With obedience training, you have to teach your dog with low distractions or no distractions. And then once they get good at that, then you gotta teach them with medium distractions. Okay, medium fears, and then high fears. And it's gonna be like starting over every time, because they got really good and people go, oh, they know it at home. Yeah, that's at home where they feel comfortable. Now you're putting them somewhere else. You gotta teach them boundaries in everywhere. Every part of the house, every part outside the house, every part of life. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna push that dog up to the red zone. This is a red zone. This is what they're afraid of. You're gonna push them up to as far as you can before they go in that red zone. They're gonna be like this. Oh my God, okay? And what we're gonna do is if nothing bad happens, and you can encourage them as well. They'll learn faster if you guys give them encouragement. Not babying them, not, oh, it's okay. When you do that, guess what? Teaches them that there is something to be afraid of. You're acknowledging there's something to be afraid of. There's not. We're gonna teach them, no, you're fine. Good boy, got your big boy booties on. After a while, they're gonna calm down, and guess what? They're gonna grow. Now you gotta go do it again. Okay, with higher distractions. And they're gonna go back to being, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And after so many, they're gonna grow again, and grow and grow and grow. Learn how to properly meet and greet with people, okay? So, of course, you know you're supposed to ask the owners, hey, can I meet your dog? Okay, now when they say yes, watch the dog carefully. Okay, because so many people are sitting there with their dog in front of them, and if that's a fluffy dog like that, if he lifted his lip, he wouldn't see it, okay? The owners sometimes do not realize that their dogs are scared, so you watch that body language. First of all, the easiest way, you guys need to, especially for little dogs, lower yourself down to their level, okay? And then have them come all the way to you. Do not reach forward. And when they come up to you, for goodness sake, do not put your hand over the top of their head, okay? Because they're already scared, and when you put your hand over their head, then they can bite you. You have to let them come to you all the way, put your hand under their chin slowly. Some people go like this and slowly go over the top of the head, and then they like pet real fast. I'm like, okay, you're gonna get bit. Slowly, okay? And you can pet them, and that might be it, okay? Now, some dogs are really scared, so what I've found that works the best is to go up and give that person, the owner, grab their hand and drop it down and let that dog come smell. Because you're a pack leader and you're touching this person, so it must be okay. Tools to teach boundaries with. Your greatest tool is your energy and your voice. If your dog's dogging, okay, if you don't stop that, bam, you might have a dog fight, okay? So how do you stop it if you don't have anything with you, okay? Hey! Woke you up, huh? Okay, got your attention. He goes, Miss April's talking. Bless you, okay? So just clap your hands, make a loud noise. Follow through with motivators they don't like. Those are motivators. I want your dog to fear your tools, not you. Use a cage muzzle, those are awesome. Because if you go out in public and your dog has a muzzle on, you feel more comfortable that even if he did get away or another dog came up to get him, he wouldn't hurt anybody. If you guys need one, get one of these. Do not use the ones that go around the dog's face because they feel confined. These let them breathe, drink water. You can even give them treats through there. Dogs, okay? Use what works. Use the least amount of pressure to get the job done first. And if that doesn't work, use something else. Praising the wanted behavior. That is super, super important. Praise that wanted behavior for being quiet, for getting off you, whatever it is. Treats, okay? Reward them for doing the good behavior. Squirt bottles. Add vinegar if you have to. I'd rather use the vinegar and get them in the eye one time. People say that's mean. Okay, you want them to keep scratching you and knocking down the kids and scratching the old people that bleed forever? No, teach them ways they understand. You guys, once you get them one time, a lot of times you don't ever have to do that. You have to teach them in a way that they understand. So ostracizing them or shaming them. How long do we usually correct a dog for when they're bad? 5 seconds, right? So let's say I find them, you did something bad. Bad dog, shame on you. I can't believe you did that. Shame, shame, shame. Shame on you. You're a bad dog. Shame on you. Bad dog. Bad dog. 5 seconds. You're a really bad dog. I can't believe you did that. I cannot believe you're such a bad dog. Shame on you. Mom's not happy with you. I can't believe you did that. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. That was a total of 15 seconds. That was a long time. Okay? So sometimes just doing it longer works. If that doesn't work, then ostracize them for the day. Find what works for your dog. Okay? And if you have more than one dog, what works for this dog may not work for the other dog. Okay? Some other ways that you can get a dog to come up to you is by Hansel and Greteling them. Okay? What do I mean by that? I mean that you toss them a treat and they come up to it a little bit and you do another one a little closer, another one a little closer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to toss her a treat. Then I'm going to toss one a little closer. Okay, and I'm going to toss one a little closer. Oh, she wants the one in my hand. So I put my hand underneath and I pet her as she's eating it. Good girl. Very good girl. Good job. Did you want that one right there? Okay, make sure your hands are together. Make sure she's engaging in the food before you start touching her. If she backs off, you let her back off, you put your hand back. Good girl. Oh yeah, you guys just have a pocket of treats. She'll turn quick. Good girl. Good job. Good job. Good girl. That was the tricking them, okay? You hold it in here. Make sure they engage. Slip your hand out slowly. Can they see this? Yes, but for some reason they still let you do it. Unless you do both hands forward. Okay, you got to let them engage and you can touch them and go slowly. And watch them because they can change that quickly. I had a dog I went up to and I was down here like this and all I did was stand up. And he attacked my shoe. Because of that movement. You guys, they're hypersensitive. And you guys got to learn those micro behaviors. Do you see where the healer is now? She is behind Dad's chair because she came and took my treats, but it's still scary, okay? So, anybody else got a scared dog I'll meet? What are the odds that she will come and greet me? Because she doesn't trust you guys either, does she? At all? This one's gonna be hard. Okay, so can you touch her? Yeah. Okay, nice. Okay, now I want you guys to watch her body language, okay? Watch where her bubble is. You know, we all have our personal bubble space. Your dogs do too. Okay, so we're going to see where her bubble space is, because when I walk forward, she's going to react. Okay? It's there already. There you go. Okay, there's her bubble. It was back here. She was already tensing up. I could feel it. I don't know, you guys, I felt it, okay? So now what we're gonna do is, me and you are gonna shake hands, and we can do your right to my left. And I'm gonna come down to here like this, okay? And we're gonna drop that hand, and we're gonna take it over to her. Tell her good girl. Tell her good girl, Mom. Talk to her.
Good girl. Good girl.
Good girl. Good job. Would you like a num-num? Treats are good. Good girl. You showed her that it was okay, all right? Now, could I go right up to her? Maybe, maybe not. It all depends on her. So this is one of the safest ways to meet and greet. You guys, if we don't stand up for them and teach them, they may be put down. These are our family members. Rewarding that one to behavior. You guys, you got to remember, every negative has to have a positive. We tell them when they bark all the time, bad, 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 shame on you. But when they're out there and you say, shut up, and they shut up, do you say, good boy? No. So do it. They heard the shut up. Tell them the good boy, okay? Because no, 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 after a while, they don't want to do nothing. Okay, so we have to give them that positive. So I want you to be very careful and watch the signs. They're talking to you all the time. Pay attention. Proper conditioning and reprogramming works for these guys. Guys, your dogs are amazing. They can learn bite control, how hard to bite, how soft to bite, how hard to play. So they're amazing.